Good evening and welcome to OG Dweeb. I recently showed you a two-player Rivals edition of Clue. Well, I went back over to Dollar General today to get some pet supplies, and they happened to have the other three editions in stock. Life, Sorry, and Monopoly. I passed on Monopoly. We've talked many times about the fact that it is my least favorite game of all times. So I'm going to go ahead and show you an unboxing of Life Rivals Edition first, and then I'll go ahead and make a video showcasing Sorry. Let's go ahead and dig in. Alright, so we've gotten the lid off, and let's take a look at some of the parts here. A deck of cards. We'll have to take a look through those. I'm curious to see what kind they have. You know, there's been so many various editions of Life over the years. I'll be interested to see what's in there. Here are our two-player cars. The little green fellas are cats and dogs. Look at that. Ha 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 ha. Cute. And then your standard blue and pink pegs. That's neat. I love the... Oh my gosh, that's so cute. That's going to be a fun addition. And then we've got a spinner wheel. I'm sure that's some really required. And what appears to be a stack of only $10,000 bills. Now that's interesting as well. So there's that. Here's our board. And as with Clue, it is just, if you want to take a look at the edge, standard cardboard. It is not the usual board game quality, really thick board. Okay, so we insert the wheel here. Let's take a look. Baby, start. So you get money. Babies. Ooh. Spin for kids. Spin for pets. Injury. Opponent takes 3 cards. Lawsuit. Happy birthday. Take money from your opponent. And at the end, we get to the good old retirement. The chat bubbles. That's interesting. I'm assuming it has something to do with the cards. We'll take a look at the directions. Okay. Here we are. The first time you play, carefully remove your pegs and all that good stuff. The object of the game, show off your new house, your new TV, and your kids' accolades to gain life points. Just don't let your neighbor know about the skeletons in your closet. The player with the most life points at the end of the game wins. Interesting. So it's not the most money, it's the most life points. So it says we've got a game board, 65 cards, 10 career cards, 2 cars, 50 $10,000 bills, 12 blue peg, 12 pink pegs, 12 animal pegs, spinner, and base. Alright, so let's dig in and see what we've got here. Get ready. Each player selects a card, places 2 people pegs inside. So you start out with, you're already married apparently. And it puts it in the start location on the game board. Shuffle the life cards, deal 5 cards to each player. Then place the remaining cards to the side. Shuffle the career cards and deal 3 to each player. Each player chooses 1 career card and places it up on the table. Returns the other 2 to the deck. Shuffle the career deck again. Place it on the side. You may draw a new career card at any point in the game. If you do, you may not take any additional starting cash. Each player takes from the bank the amount of cash shown on their career card. Play. The player who is most jealous of their neighbor goes first. Well, I don't even really have one out here per se, so anyway. Spin the spinner and move your card that number of spaces. When you land on a yellow space, play 1 life card from your hand. That's interesting. Follow the instructions on the card. If the card calls for you or your opponent to pay a fee and you don't have as much cash as is required, just pay what you have at the time. You can play either on yourself or your opponent. At the end of your turn, draw a life card. You must keep 5 cards in your hand at all times. Once you or your opponent reaches the end of the road, the game ends. Add up all your life points and cash to determine the winner. Okay, so life points and cash. All right. There's a quick overview. That's very nice. And then we've got up here the board spaces. Yellow space. When you find a yellow space, a life card from your hand. Follow it. Okay. Payday. When you pass a payday, collect your salary from the bank. Neighbor gossip space. Huh. When you land on a neighborhood gossip space, your opponent must reveal their hand. You must then select one of your opponent's cards and play it, either on yourself or on them. When you pass a baby space, you add another peg to your card. If you land on the baby space, you get twins and add 2 pegs to your card. Oh my. Well, here's the stop spaces. You know, the various what you get on your spins. Spin for life insurance, collect 10,000 times. And let's see. Life cards, good. Be the best neighbor on the street. Good cards. Add life points at no cost. Not so good. Everybody gets skeletons in their closet. If you are forced to play one of these cards, you must be counted in your final score. Okay, so it looks like it takes points away. It happens. In life, things break sometimes. And it will cost you. You and your opponent, depending on whose card is played against, must pay the amount shown on the card to the bank. The card is discarded. Buy a bigger house, a newer car, and other possessions that show your success. Pay the amount shown on the card to the bank and place the card on the table to gain life points. Your opponent may steal the stuff card by paying the resale amount shown on the card to the bank. The life points in each of these cards is added to your total score at the end of the game. Add life points in cash. Add 10 life points for each person in your car. 5 for each pet. Subtract your negative points from the total score. It's been quite some time since I played Old School Life. This is quite different. I had the original 80s version as a kid. Then OG Junior had, I would say it was what, mid-2000s maybe, where like it had the different cards where you had to jump up and do an action, like pose off, or I don't remember what all they were, but it was silly. This one, seems interesting. Well, I want to take a look at some of these cards. Let me go ahead and open these cards here and see what they have to say. Okay, so we've got career cards and life cards. Let's see what the careers are. I'm curious. Let's see. This might be difficult one-handed, but we'll do it. A reindeer farmer, $50,000. Nice. A cheese expert. Oh, old man OG will pick that one every time. Heh. Starting cash, 50 grand. Artist. Starting cash, 50 grand. Now we know this is just a game. A professional whistleblower. Oh, geez. A vegetarian steak chef. Oh, boy. A cat behavior consultant. Parallel parking consultant. Oh, boy. A conspiracy theorist. $100,000 starting pay, not bad. A personal insult lawyer. And a nostril hair doctor. Well. Oh, boy. Well, let's take a look at some of these life cards. It happens. Okay, they're all in, like... Are they all just... They're not all just it happens. Oh, I see. So, not so good. Your flowers died due to neglect. So, what else we got? Oh, not so good. Your kid wants to get a nose ring. Hey! I have a nose ring. Anyway. So, yeah, it looks like it's just as silly as that 2000s edition that OG Junior had. I think this will be some fun for old man OG and I at the campground. Or maybe I'll get OG Junior to play it with me. I'm sure that'd be a good time. Well, I hope this gave you a little insight into what the Life Rivals edition is all about. And hope you guys have a great day. And I will do that sorry video for you soon. And I'll talk to you later.